there guys, Evo here, and I know I haven't exactly released a video of gameplay on the channel yet, and I'm here to tell you that unfortunately today is not that day. I thought it was way more important than, releasing gameplay to actually talk about Behavior Interactive and their new bug fixes that they are having. They recently, literally, I think was it today? It was today, Thursday, October 24th. They released 8.3.2 bug fix patch, which actually did quite a lot, in my opinion, but not for the better. I actually think it's going to make the game worse, and I'll tell you guys why here. So let's just go over it together. Let me pull it up for you guys. Alright, so as you can see right here, I've got it pulled up. As you can see, 8.3.2, Thursday, October 24th. Now, I want to start out by talking about the Hallowed Blight event this year. Last year, it was kind of a new thing that we got where you could go into the Void, and it was like a whole nother world. It was really, really cool and adventurous. And there were a couple of things in the Void that would actually help you in the game. I don't exactly remember what they were, but I'm sure you guys know what they were. And basically, it was kind of a fun way of interacting with this other world. Now, this year, we have the Void back again. Only, it doesn't really do much. So, depositing Void energy doesn't actually do much. It kind of gets you, like, this haunt thing is what they're calling it. And all that does is mean that in a straight line for about, I think it's 2 or 3 meters, this little demon comes out and attacks in a straight line, doesn't go through objects, nothing, it hits walls, and it does make survivors scream, but that doesn't do anything because they can still drop pallets or vault windows, so it's not like a doctor's attack at all. Okay. And then for survivors, they get the smoke bomb ability, which I think is more useful than a lot of people are giving it credit for. It pretty much guarantees that they escape a chase, unless, freak accident, they run directly into the killer. But it almost guarantees that they get a free escape or a free confusion, which is a lot of wasted time on the killer already. And if the killer is doing the event, it's a lot more wasted time to go to the Void and do all that. So I already have criticisms about that. I think the killer is already at a nerf in the event compared to what a survivor has. And yeah, that's just my opinions. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, both sides are at a nerf, really. And while I do agree with that, I still think the survivors get more help than the killers would get in that instance. But here is the new stuff with the bug fix, and I think this is going to make the game a lot worse. So, content. The flashbang perk and firecracker items have been re-enabled. Good thing. We need those items back. And I am an advocate for them because I do actually think flashbang gameplay and firecracker gameplay is a lot of fun. Now, level 2 of the Haunted by Daylight event tome is open on October 24th. Awesome. We got that today. I've been playing through it on stream. By the way, go check out my Twitch. And yeah, the level 3 of the Haunted Tome will open on the 31st. So on Halloween night, you will get the level 3 Haunted Tome. Blood point values for several Haunted by Daylight scoring events have been increased. So it gives you more incentive to do the event. I didn't actually check this out today, so I can't tell you how much it increased. But it can't be more than a BPS. Goes to my point. There's no point in running any of your blood point offering for this event, the dowsing rods or anything, because I can run a BPS and do the exact same thing, but better. Or even a survivor pudding. Now, killer updates. This is kind of important. Skull Merchant base kit got updated. Reverted the Skull Merchant's movement speed when inspecting her radar to 4.6 meters per second. So, this is a change they keep going back and forth on, and in my opinion, leave a killer buffed. They're supposed to be the powerful ones in the trial, not the weak ones. And Skull Merchant, nobody plays anyway, so it's not like any of this will matter. They should be working on killers that people actually will want to play because their base ability is fun. I would suggest Twins or Myers or Freddy, which they do have on the roadmap, which we will be going over as well. But I just think this is a waste of time to do this. They upped everything on Skull Merchant, then they reverted it because it was too powerful. Just leave it. Honestly, it's not worth dealing with her anymore. The Skull Merchant sees scan lines for her drones at all times. That is new. I didn't even notice because I don't play her. The Skull Merchant sees the auras of scan lines while inspecting the radar within 32 meters of the drones. I don't know what any of that means. If you guys play Skull Merchant, you probably know. Let me know in the comments down below if that is helpful or not to you guys. I do not play Skull Merchant, and I will never play Skull Merchant. Killer perk updates. Now, this is where I start to have some issues with this stuff. So machine learning decreased the duration of the effect once activated to 35, 40, and 45 seconds. It was 40, 50, and 60. Once again, they're making perks that not a lot of people used even more useless. So why even bother? Predator decreased the duration of the aura reveal to 4 seconds. It was 6. Nobody uses Predator either. I hate to say any of this. I think all of these perks, for the most part, don't get used usually because we have to keep running the same base kit meta perks. So why are we even bothering reducing them if they're very underused? Zanshin's tactics decreased the duration of the aura reveal to 3, 4, and 5 seconds was 6, 7, and 8. Once again, I don't think any of that is too powerful. None of that is going to DBD's power side. No super powerful killers run these perks ever. You always see the same perks: Pain Resonance, Pop, Ruin, all of these. Noad. You never see Zanshin's Tactics, Predators, or Machine Learning. So don't even give me this that they need to be decreased. I disagree with it. I think they're trying to make it so you have to use the same perks. And I think that's going to be the downfall of their game in the future, but we'll see. Survivor perk updates. Distortion. Decreased the requirement to regain a token to 15 seconds in chase was 30. I already think Distortion was very, very, very powerful before. And doing this, I think, is a very bad idea. I think it's going to be chaotic. They're not doing little decreases. They're not going 30 to 27. They're going straight up half it. They're like, you know what? I feel like survivors need to not be seen more, which I disagree with. I don't think that's good because when you think about it, you're using a perk slot for it. Like, killers are using a perk slot and sometimes several perk slots. I know my Huntress build, I usually use Aura Reading. It's the most helpful. And it gives survivors a break from Gen Slowdown. Like, are they trying to get us to just run Gen Slowdown the entire game? Because people complained about that too. So when are we going to say it's enough? It's never going to be enough. And that's my point with DBD. It's never enough for them. It's just one thing the community complains about always is a new build, a new thing, and then they nerf it into the floor. Then they realize, uh-oh, this other build is strong. Let's go nerf that into the floor. And uh-oh, this other build is strong. Let's go nerf that into the floor because more people use it. I don't think the problem is that. The problem is their base perk abilities. So, moving on, Inner Focus now only triggers from a health state lost caused by the killer. That is a good change, I guess. We're gonna live forever. Revert the heal speed increase to 100 was 150. I don't really care about any of this. None of it affected me in any games, really. Bug fixes the Halloween event. Fixed an issue that caused killers to be able to unleash and capture the haunt and perform a basic attack in quick succession. That's stupid. They basically are nerfing the killer's haunt, which the killer's haunt is already bad, so why the fuck are we nerfing it, guys? Come on. Fixed an issue that caused the killer's void empowered tracker not to work properly. Update when using a haunt immediately after picking it up. Again, it's just stupid issues. This stuff is going to be in the game maybe, 10 more days. There's no point in doing any of this. Spend this time on, doing better stuff with your game. Fixed an issue that caused Bladed Serum to make Blade's power unusable. I do think this is a good change. Fixed an issue that caused Zarina's spirited hair, lighter skin tone. I think that's a good change. Fixed an issue that caused several haunted by daylight outfit icons to be missing glowing VFX. Oh, I know what they're saying. I guess it's an okay change. It doesn't really matter. Fixed an issue that caused the captured haunt projectile to be blocked by the Knight's Guard. That's a good change. Fixed an issue that caused the Cenobite to play the wrong animation when interacting with any void, rift, portal, or station. I guess that's an okay change. It doesn't really make a difference. Fixed an issue that caused unopened portals in the void zone to play the open portal SFX. I never encountered that, so I don't know. Fixed an issue that caused the nostalgic axe charm to be unlocked for all players without unlocking tier 50 in the Tome 21 Rift. That's stupid. Just give it to us at that point. Fixed an issue that caused generators to have missing SFX in the tutorial. I forgot we had a tutorial. Fixed an issue that caused the entity attack SFX to be missing on hook phase transitions. Okay, I guess that's good. Fixed an issue that caused Dark Lord's Hellfire charge SFX to be too low. I guess that's good too. General optimization pass to fix issues that caused multiple SFX to be missing. Good. We have a whole bunch of character changes. Fixed an issue that caused several Killer Mori animations to be entirely in first-person view. If you don't know, all of them were changed to third person, so the first-person view no longer exists in the killers, which I think is a welcome change for the most part. Fixed an issue that caused the Dark Lord self feature and Ruby Circlet add-on combo to increase the Hellfire cooldown. Oh, I see what they're saying. I never encountered that, so I don't know. Fixed an issue that caused Dark Lord to be able to use Hellfire through some walls when changing directions before using the power. I think that's pretty pointless as well. I think it's a skill thing. If you can pull something like that off, you should be allowed to do it. I mean, you don't see, FOV techs getting nerfed, so we shouldn't have our power uses nerfed. I mean, unless they're like something like use the power, you get an immediately down on someone like, I don't know, Legion or something. Fixed an issue that caused survivors to be inflicted with deep wound when a basic attack after the hillbilly used his chainsaw with the low pro chain add-on. I guess that's good. Once again, all of these are just kind of pretty standard, boring fixes. And then we have map fixes. There's a lot of them, but yeah. This is basically them. I didn't really read over them because I don't really care. Platforms. Fixed an issue that caused crash when EAC shut down. I did encounter this a couple of times, so I am glad it is fixed. Cross progression fixed an issue that enabled family shared DLCs on Steam to be used on other platforms with cross progression accounts. I'm not really sure what that means. I can kind of guess, but my guess is if you shared the account on Steam, like a family share, and then that account connected to an Xbox and your account connected to an Xbox, they would both get the DLC. I guess that's a good change, kinda. Anyway, it fixed an issue that caused the killer client to crash when being blinded by a flashbang firecracker at specific moments at the end of their Mori. That's great. Fixed an issue that caused survivors to spam healing another survivor at the corner of the map, potentially snap out of bounds. Tentatively fixed the issue where players would face desync if they played the game in low settings. Known issues is the post-cloak movement speed is missing when destroying a breakable wall pallet or generator with the Riz Serpent Suit add-on. So, a lot of these are good or okay changes, but my main concern comes out to a lot of the perk changes that they are doing. I don't think it's necessarily healthy for the game, and I think behavior really needs to work on what they want their game to be, and it's something that this company has been struggling with for years at this point. They cannot decide what they want their game to be, and it's an issue. They don't know their target audience, and that's not a good thing. But yeah, that's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Peace out.